So I'm super stoked here. We got Harley, you know, second location for this interview here. You know, Harley, you've been a raw foodist for over 7 years now, hey?
I got into raw foods in 2002.
Mm-hmm.
And I read Paul Nison's book, Raw Life.
Yep.
And there was this constant... I've been vegan since 2001, but it was a constant, you know, on and off raw foods and stuff like that for many years until I actually came to Health and Fitness Week in 2006. And I just learned that if you want to make raw foods easy, you got to eat a lot of fruit. You got to eat enough fruit.
Doug really showed you that, hey?
Yeah, I mean, I'd done it all raw for a year before that, and I was just eating a lot of nuts. So I'd have to not train too much because my energy was up and down. And then when I came here, I was like, wow, you get to eat as much as you want. And if you limit your calories, then you just limit your energy. Simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you've got excess weight to lose, the way to lose the weight isn't by restricting fruit. It's by doing more, living more, having more fun. And more fruit lets you do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, wow, it's a powerful concept.
So amazing, hey, how simple the concepts are, but how, you know, society takes us out of simplicity and takes us out of common sense and drives such complete craziness home, you know? It's like sleep enough, eat enough, you know, make
Drink
sure you're
enough,
not, if you're thirsty, drink, if you're hungry, eat. But yet somehow, like, that didn't, you know, it didn't come to me until I was older too, you know? And, you know, kids get it, but, you know, they'll also just eat whatever you put in front of them.
Because they're growing, they're hungry, and we're big kids. We've got a lot of responsibility on our plate. We're using our brain a lot. We're stressing a lot. We're trying to live up to a lot of expectations from ourselves, our peer group, our family, our workmates, whatever. So it all requires a lot of glycogen.
Mm-hmm.
And to cut your carbohydrates back, it's just going to make life hard. So you're going to be running with less air in your tires.
Yeah. I like that comparison. It's like, yeah, you're running flat. That's exactly what it is. You're flat and everything's lifeless and listless.
You feel like a human slug.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt like that before too, man. My first year, I didn't know much about calories, and I wasn't really eating for, you know, high-calorie fruits. I was eating like berries and all that stuff, and I made it, but I was eating like 4 or 5 meals, like huge meals, you know, and so much easier just eating 2 or 3 meals that are big meals.
High calorie, definitely bananas.
Smashing them back. You're amazing. If you don't know, DurianRider here is an amazing athlete. You've been an athlete before. You went raw and while raw, and you know, tell us a little bit about what, you know, kind of athletic pursuits you've had over the last decade or more.
I'm very passionate about cycling. I was always, as a kid, I'd always watch the Tour de France on television, or I'd ride my bike around the suburbs with my friends, and we'd just go on long rides around the place. And that's fun to me. And as I'm 34 years old now, that's still fun to me, riding around, not just the neighbourhood, but my state or around the world, literally, on my bike with friends or by myself. I still find that fun. And I used to have chronic fatigue as well, so I'd go up and down with my energy levels. And that's what drove me to study more about nutrition and well-being and sleep patterns, so I could have consistent energy levels throughout the day, things like that. Just open up here so we can... And that's what I did, is just get more and more knowledge and information and take advice from people getting the results I desired.
That's it.
So I'm into cycling, I do a little bit of kickboxing and a little bit of marathon running. And this year I actually set the fastest running times of my life.
That's
in
awesome.
the mile, in the half marathon, the 5K and the 10K personal best this year. So
yeah, I gotta say, man, it's been a real treat to get to know you and like hang out and talk. Cause like you know, we've been both on the same path for near about the same amount of time, and you know, I've been looking at Vegasource for a really long time, and like, you know, talking back and forth with you for almost 7 years now, 6 years at least. Like, asking questions about endurance and. Because I've been interested in cycling too, and you've helped me out a lot, man. It's been really cool.
Come to Adelaide, I'll show you some good climbs, man. I've got a bike for you, and
I'll be there. You'll see that.
Yeah,
you'll see that.
Some cycling shoes for you even as well. Maybe,
That'll be fun. I'll be out there.
Yeah. Nice.
More to traveling, more to running around, doing what you love, you know.
Yeah, man. And living simply. Yeah, definitely.
So what's you know, in the moment, what's really hyping you up? Like, what are you really excited about?
From the bananas in my belly to the blueberries I had this morning to the plane flight I got to get onto tonight to hanging out here right now with you, Chris. I don't know what else could be hyped up about in terms of like
everything's pretty perfect. Hey?
Yeah, everything's excellent, and it just gets better. Did you mean like a long-term thing or anything?
Yeah, let's get to that. Like what are some things you're really excited about to start creating and manifesting in your own life and around you?
Just keep spreading the vegan message, the raw food message, getting people out there educating people on the importance of fruit in your daily diet, importance of being a vegan. Because I find in the raw food scene, a lot of people go into fruit and vegetables, but they don't have much of a vegan background. They don't understand the concept of plant nutrition, of high carbohydrate, low fat. They don't understand that concept, so then they'll go on and off raw foods and go back to meat and dairy and getting bad results. So I'm excited about getting that message more out there, giving more live talks, and just putting up more YouTube videos. And
you're smashing it, man. You're doing it.
Yep.
Like, if you haven't seen any of Harley's YouTube videos on DurianRider at YouTube, or as well as your site, DurianRider.com. .org, DurianRider.org, as well as 30 Bananas a Day, the biggest raw food networking site in the world. Like, how many members are in 30 Bananas a Day now?
We've got about 6,000, but we try and keep it high quality versus high quantity, because we want quality people on there so people can network. I mean, we've had people like Fred Patnard get a wife off there, Roger Hess get a girl off there. A lot of people getting partners off our website, 30bananasaday.com, or meeting up with people, having support and catching up for pop, fruit lucks and training sessions, and that's our goal, is to have like the Facebook of raw foods.
That certainly is. Definitely awesome.
And it's just getting bigger and bigger, but we try and keep it quality versus quantity. But yeah, we've got 6,000 people.
You guys must have thousands and thousands of pages then too, just like a forum and unlimited resources, hey? Like,
it's epic, man. It's like a Tour de France or something in itself. It's just like the Tour de Forum. It's good though, but it takes a lot of calories, and honestly, the most of my calories I eat is so I can contribute on the internet and give talks to people in the street, because someone might stop me and go, "Hey, vegan, what's that mean?" Like, so I eat so I can talk.
Wear it proud, hey? Live it loud.
Yeah, man. Proud. Definitely. And people say, "Oh, I don't have anyone in my community who's on this way," but advertise yourself, because you'd be surprised how many people on the street pull me over and say, "Oh, that's a cool shirt," or "I used to be a vegan, but I had this problem," or I didn't eat enough, or whatever, or my family said I was crazy, and how do you do it? And questions like that, and I advertise it all the time. And I like Chris's shirts, the organic cotton, peace, love, seasonal fruit. So it's just advertise what you believe in, and people start to talk to you. And if you're single, then advertise yourself even more, because that's how I met Freely, my partner, because I advertise myself on raw food forums, or just put it out there. And people who don't use the internet, it probably doesn't apply to you because you're watching us on the internet now, but use the internet more for good than wasting time on it, on playing Farmville on Facebook or whatever. I don't know.
That's awesome.
So
that's what it's about, right? Putting it out there, putting your love, your passions out there, because you're not going to get what you want unless you put it out there.
You got to work your ass off.
Yeah, you got to give it. You got to give it to get it, and that's, a shining example you are,
Thanks, man.
That's super awesome.
Well, how about not work your ass off, but play your ass off?
Yeah, that's it.
Play hard.
Yeah.
Don't work hard, play hard. When all your work is play, you'll never work another day.
Yeah.
And for me, I can spend 12 hours on the internet on the forums. It doesn't feel like work. No. It's just play. I like to help people get information that I would have appreciated when I first started this journey.
Yeah. No, I feel the exact same way, man. It's like, it's such a blessing to be able to reach out and help people and give back some of the things you've received yourself, hey? Like,
definitely. I used to do a lot of drugs, and now I'm like, I'm on the other side of the planet in a recycling room with wasps watching us over here, talking to Chris Kendall, skater extraordinaire, raw food dude, vegan dude. Doug Graham's Fitness Week just come on over. It's sort of like, what? I don't need drugs, man. Life's the drug.
No, man. This is a blissed out. Ridiculous. This whole adventure from Woodstock to culinary to yoga, health, and fitness, man. How do you feel about the yoga, health, and fitness week we just attended?
Oh, epic.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, you did 3 classes a day. I only did 1 class a day, and Chris is out doing me big time. It's great. My back.
You're smashing me in every single race, like by 4 times too.
Oh, it's good. It's something for everyone. If you're a good runner, it's good here. If you're good at strength, it's good here. If you're a ballet dancer, it's good here. If you're a mixed martial artist, whatever, it's good here. It's just fun all around, and something to learn, and good atmosphere. Everyone's pushing each other and feeding off each other's vibe. So Health and Fitness Week, definitely rate it. It's actually one of the events that really supercharged my lifestyle.
So well-rounded, hey? Like, it doesn't, from the health to the fitness to the, to the food side, to the emotional side, to the science. That's what Doug's all about. He's not just about food, he's just about the whole round thing. And
lifestyle.
He's enriched so many people's lives. I can just tell with us and how many people we're able to touch too. You know, it's just that rippling effect is so profound. You know.
Yeah. It's like definitely. No, I love it, man. We got so many abundance. There's so many options of abundance on our fingertips right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2011, and the things you can do now. Far out.
Yeah, just wait, hey, just wait.
I'm jumping on a plane.
Enjoy this right now.
I'm jumping on a plane tonight to go back to New York to spread the message more over there, and while I'm waiting for the plane, I get to access the internet and upload YouTube videos to share with other people all around the world, and so it's about using the system to change the system.
Mm-hmm. True that.
Yeah, I look forward to the day where I can just get rid of my computer and never have to travel on a plane again, because, you know, hopefully society's got it so well that we don't talk about this stuff anymore, because it's like, what? This is common knowledge, man.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
I see it.
So I look forward to the day I can just get rid of my laptop.
Well, it happened in our lifetime. Because we're eating so good.
Yeah.
Even if it's out in another 100 years.
Yeah, I look forward to getting rid of my laptop so I can just hang out in nature and not have to talk about it anymore. But in the meantime, then there's a lot of work to be done, a lot of play to be done, and
I'm gonna be playing a lot too.
Definitely. Let's play.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. You know, in a lot of circles and through your videos, you're known as like the whistleblower, and you know, like the raw food hard ass even sometimes, right? Like calling it out, like
tough love.
There's so much, and I mean, you know, how did you come to that, and what inspired you to be so passionate about your truths and sharing that unabashedly, you know, just coming out?
I guess I worked in the bicycle industry for a few years, and the footwear industry for a few years, and when I'd see scams coming through, I'd always tell my customers about them. My customers ask me, what do you think about this? What do you think of that? And I soon got known as the no bullshit guy. The guy that you come to and I'm going to tell you exactly what I think about a certain product or a certain person. That doesn't mean that personal whatever's bad. This is just my opinion. And so if I see a scam, I'm going to call it out. I'm not going to be afraid or feel that I'm being unprofessional or whatever. But my profession is helping people, and I've got to be honest about that, what I feel. So I just tell people, you know, what I think. If people ask me my opinion, or if they don't ask me, I'll tell them anyway. Because a lot of people want to know, but they're maybe too shy to ask. Like I've been too shy in the past to ask, so I just put it out there on YouTube, put it on the net, and I've had 2 lawsuits against me, but I don't care, because I mean, I'm about being, you know, sharing the message, and people can do what they want, and they try and suppress me, I just talk louder.
Yeah. Well, your service to all of us, man, is huge. It's a huge blessing, and you know, I think that a lot of those things that you talk about are things that a lot of people are thinking, but like you said, they're just too shy or too nervous or too scared to say anything about it. And you know, I don't know, I'm always inspired by you, man. Yeah. It's awesome.
Cool,
it's definitely awesome. So I'm super stoked to have you here. Is there anything you'd like to put out there at the end here to wrap it all up, or anything that you'd like to cover that we didn't really talk about?
No, just maybe reiterate just about getting enough carbohydrates every day. Fruit's going to be the best. But until you can get enough fruit, then other starches might be okay. But fruit's always going to be the best. But just high carb, low fat, vegan, raw's where it's at. I'm not a fan of under eating at all. I'm a fan of drinking enough water, so you're piss and clear at least 10 times a day and a few times a night. I use a little wee bottle at night time. Freely uses like a little Tupperware container. So stay hydrated big time. Get as much sleep as you can by going to bed early, ideally. I don't go to bed early every night, because I might be travelling or talking or helping people, but otherwise... You do a lot
of consulting too, eh?
Yeah, but typically I'm in bed by 6, 7, 8, 9 p.m. in my typical schedule, and I'm flexible out with travelling and events and stuff like that, or socialising, but I like to get a lot of sleep, so then I can give more during the day. That's why I eat so much, because I find if I don't eat enough, then people ask them to get me, I'm like, oh... more. But now it's just like, yes, more. Come on, more. I'm gonna eat more, live more, sleep more, drink more, so I can do more, give more, be more. And so one way I tell people is 10 grams of carbs per kilo body weight per day.
That's good info.
Or if you're using the other system, 5 grams of carbs per pound of body weight per day. Rewind the video if you can get that. And the maths on a raw food scale is about 30, 35 bananas to 50 bananas a day, depending on how much you weigh. And if you weigh more than you want to weigh, keep eating a lot so you can be active, so you can drop the body fat. Don't never starve yourself, because if you starve, you're going to binge, or you're going to have depression or not feel as good, or not sleep as good. So just eat as much as you want when it comes to the fruit. Move your body, use your mind, be passionate, and have long-term goals, and you will get those goals 100%. It works.
Heck yeah, man.
Eating works.
Yeah.
Fruit works. Sleep works.
Giving yourself what you need, and then you work. But you just play.
Play.
You play and get everything you need.
Yeah, man. It's the win-win situation. But there's industries out there that rely on spreading misinformation and getting you scared of fruit and getting
sell product.
Yeah, when selling bad product.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just product that doesn't enrich your life. It just enriches people's wallets. And I'm against that. I'm for, love, joy, peace, love, and seasonal fruit. So yeah, that's what I can say.
I wanted to, we didn't even really touch real quickly. You do some amazing races. Like I know you've done like 24-hour solo races and like across country and like all on fruit and all. What are some of the biggest accomplishments? Some of your most your favorite races and accomplishments you've done? And what do you eat when you're doing them, the day before, the day of, and the day after?
Yeah, it's a good question. All my big accomplishments in sport have been done when I've been vegan. And the next level up has been when I've been onto raw foods like fruit as my staple. So dates as that's my number one staple when I'm out on the bike. Dates are great because they're easy to get organic. They taste good. They're always ripe. They're high calorie. They digest good when you've got a bit of water in them. And you can put them in the back of your cycling jersey. So the day before a big event like a 24-hour race, I have maybe 4 pounds of dates that day. And then during the race, I'll have maybe 4 or 5 dates per hour, the big ones. And just keep drinking water. So I'm pissing clear every 2 hours. And the next day I'll have more dates and more bananas, things like that. But I like dates because they're lightweight and they're compact and they're easy to carry around. So you can stash them. Then they're dry, but if you have them with a bit of water, then it's all good. Or if you had the chance to blend them with water and make Gatorade, then that's really powerful. And so I'm a big fan of the dates because it's easy to get, they're compact, and
it's sweet.
I like other fruits as well, but a lot of time you might buy watermelon, you crack it open, it's not even ripe.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa. But with dates, always ripe, always ready.
Yeah.
So they're a great backup.
Yeah.
Great backup, or a great staple even, in addition to other fresh fruits and vegetables. Dates definitely form a staple of my diet a lot, dates and banana.
So if you were going to go for a long race, would you drink like a liter or 2 of water and then have all the dates on you, and as you go start eating them and sipping water as you notice you're thirsty, or do you just every date make sure you have a few sips of water?
Yeah, generally when you're cycling, you evaporate a lot of water from your mouth, so you might want to have your mouth moist before you put a date in there. Mm-hmm. I never wait till I'm thirsty. I wait till... over the last 15 years of monitoring hydration, I can tell I need more water. And it's generally, I look at my urination. If I haven't peed in the last 2 hours, I need to drink more water. Mm-hmm. Or if my pee's a bit yellow or straw, I need to drink more water. Or if I haven't peed at night time, I need to drink more water. Mm-hmm. So when I'm out on the bike, I always keep my mouth moist because it might get dry just from the evaporation going on when you're breathing and the wind's going in your mouth. So when I have my day, I'll have a squirt of water in there and sort of make Gatorade with my teeth and knock it back.
Nice, man.
Does that answer the question? Or?
Yeah, no, I think that's awesome.
So basically when I'm out on the bike, I have 1 gram of carbs per kilo body weight per hour. 1 gram of carbs per kilo body weight per hour. So I'm about 65 kilos. So it's about 65 grams of carbs per hour. It's about 4 or 5 large measured dates. So work out kilos and pounds. It's grade 2 maths. It might sound complicated.
Yeah.
But when you sit down and work it out, it's like, oh my God, this is so simple.
Mm-hmm. 5 grams per kilo, so that's 2.2 pounds.
5 grams of carbs per pound.
Per pound, okay.
Or 10 grams per kilo.
Okay, yeah, that's simple.
Just 2 pounds per kilo. Again, it sounds complicated, but it's grade 2 maths.
Yeah, that's pretty
Rewind
simple.
it and write it down with a pencil, and you're like, oh, that's easy.
Rewind it once, write it down.
Yeah.
Practice it, you'll notice the difference.
And then you work out what your favourite carbohydrate foods are, and work out how many grams or pounds a day you need to eat, and you're ready to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it could be the dates, the figs, the raisins, the bananas, the mamey, the persimmons, the pears, the mangoes, grapes, whatever works best for you.
Definitely. So, big fan of that. And if you're only going out for an hour, then you want to have a light stomach. You don't want to have much in there. But if you're going out for longer than an hour, then you can be bounced around a bit. But under an hour, you want to have a light stomach. Maybe just have a piece of fruit and a glass of water, and then go and do your activities for the hour, and then come back and have more water and more fruit. Mm-hmm. So I generally have a meal after training versus a meal before training, unless the training is like a long, slow duration. Like the other day, we had a big lunch, and then we went out for like a 2.5 hour mountain hike. But it was just pretty casual. We were talking the whole time, so it didn't really matter too much. But if we're going to a mountain race, you want to have a, it'll be empty hours and just snacking a little bit and relying on yesterday's glycogen stores. So the longer you're going out, the more food you need in your stomach. The shorter you're going out, the less food you need in your stomach. And always eat after. Always have your meals after training. Definitely.
Man, that's sweet. That's sweet. Well, thanks so much for sharing everything, Harley. It's been definitely a joy. And if you want to see more, definitely check out DurianRider.org and, 30 bananas a day and DurianRider on YouTube. You'll see a lot of no-nonsense, cut the BS out of there. So it's been awesome, man. Thanks again. Man. Awesome to have you on the Rod Advantage. You saw it here. Rod Advantage. Harley, DurianRider. Thanks, man.
Cool, man.
Sweet.
DurianRider. Raw whistleblower fool. Check it.